Sunny Girl here to talk to you about one of my favorite topics ever. Maybe not ever, but it is one of my favorites. It's meal prep! I love meal prep! And I don't understand why so many people don't love meal prep. Once you do it once or twice, you realize that it makes your life so much easier and your results so much better. I want to show you that it doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be stressful, it doesn't have to be expensive, and it can be fun. Kinda. When I was open to change my mindset and learn about proper nutrition and fueling my body, that's when I started seeing the results. So if you want to see those results, you've got to stay consistent. You've got to watch your portions, and you've got to be prepared. Meal prep's the answer to all of those, guys. Over the past few years, I've learned that it's 80% about your nutrition, 20% about the gym. Don't get that backwards. That's what I used to do back in the day. I had it so backwards. I would go to the gym and I would bust my butt, and then I would leave and eat whatever I wanted and get so upset because I wasn't getting that dream body that I really desired. And that's because I was eating like crap and I didn't even think about the fact that what I was putting into my body mattered. It does. It matters in a big way. If you're trying to lose weight, you don't even necessarily need the gym. If you clean up your nutrition, you can drop that weight just by controlling what you're eating. So let's talk about meal prep. Let's get you on track. I hope this video helps. I don't know about you guys, but I live a really busy lifestyle. I'm always on the go. I'm always in the car. I feel like I've always got somewhere to be. So if I can just grab a meal that's already portioned and prepared right out of my fridge, it's gonna keep me on track. If I don't have a meal prepped, that's when I have to stop somewhere and buy something, and who knows what's gonna happen after that. So meal prepping is just a really easy way to stay on track when you're really busy and have a lot going on in your life. It's really important to eat your meals at specific times. I eat breakfast, mid-morning snack, lunch, mid-afternoon, and dinner. So if I don't have that food prepped and ready to go, a lot of the times I'm skipping it, which is not gonna help your metabolism, or I'm grabbing something out. And if I grab something out, it gets really expensive. And I'm not the one cooking it, so I don't know how it's being prepared. I don't know any of the details. All I know is that I'm paying a lot of money for someone else to cook my food. There are so many tools that you can use to make your meal prep so much easier. For example, a crock pot, a rice cooker. I love my crock pot because I toss the ingredients in. I use the timer. If the recipe tells me to cook my chicken for 6 hours, I set that timer for 6 hours. I push it back on my counter and I can go about my day while my chicken or my protein is cooking. Same with the rice cooker. I put the rice in the water, I follow the instructions, I turn it on, and it's like magic. The rice comes out perfect every single time, and I don't have to be standing there watching it. There's a lot of different types of pans and skillets that you can use to cook your foods to make it simple. I really like using really large size frying pans so that I can saute tons of veggies all at once. I also really like using grill pans so I can grill some chicken or turkey burgers right on my stove. Using the oven for meal prep is another great tool. You can do protein, veggies, and carb like sweet potato all at the same time. So it looks like I'm trying to feed an army. However, I'm not gonna eat all that food all at once. I'm gonna portion it out into my Tupperware, and I'm gonna put some of it into the fridge and some of it into the freezer. You pop it out of the freezer, pop it into the microwave, and it's ready to go. So it's like creating your own frozen meal, and you're the one in charge of what goes into it. When you're getting really serious about your results and you're really watching your portions, a food scale and measuring spoons are absolutely essential. You need to make sure you're getting the right portion of nutrients, not too much and definitely not too little. A food scale is so simple to use. You toss your Tupperware on it and you press tare or 0 so it brings the weight to 0. Add your protein to the desired gram or ounce. Press tare or 0, add your carb to the desired gram or ounce, and you just keep moving through until you have all of your meals portioned out correctly. Measuring spoons are so essential too. If you're eating half a cup of rice, it's pretty easy to have a heavy scoop if you're just using a spoon. But if you use that measuring scoop to actually scoop out the rice into each Tupperware, it makes your life a lot easier and you know that you're getting exactly half a cup. When I go shopping for my meal prep, I like to be smart and plan out my trips. There's a lot of foods that you can buy in bulk. So I use stores like Costco, BJ's, Sam's Club, wholesalers, so you can buy bulk sizes of foods that aren't necessarily gonna go bad very quickly. Vegetables, frozen vegetables, sweet potato, meats, you can always put them into the freezer if you don't use them all at once. I go through a lot of eggs and egg whites. A lot of people tell me that they don't like meal prepping because they don't like eating leftovers. That's when it's time to look at yourself in the mirror. What is it that you want more? Do you want to always eat good food, or do you want to get your dream body? You gotta weigh out the pros and cons to both. Just because I meal prep and I eat my portioned meals doesn't mean that I don't cheat from time to time. But when I eat my portioned meals and I stay on track, I'm a lot happier with my body. Make your recipes fun. Cook the foods that you love so that it's not a chore to eat your meal prep. It's something that's exciting. There are so many ways out there to research healthy recipes of the food you love. There are so many different types of containers that you can use these days for your meal prep. You can use Tupperware, you can use mason jars. I also love using Ziploc baggies. Now they have those small snack size baggies, which are perfect for things like almonds, crackers, pretzels, things that you're just gonna portion out so you can grab it on the go. When you get really good at meal prep, it really only takes an hour, maybe 2 hours. I know everyone lives a busy lifestyle, but you've gotta weigh out what you want. Do you want results? Then if you want results, you've gotta commit to finding the time, to making the time. A really simple way to ease yourself into the idea of meal prepping is to cook yourself dinner and make 3 or 4 or 5 servings. So that way you have lunch for the next day or 2. And you'll see how convenient it is to have that lunch all made up for you. One of the things that I have found so key about meal prepping is after I'm done cooking, I have to portion it out immediately. If I don't, that's when I start to get lazy. Change isn't easy. There's nothing easy about change. There's nothing easy about making a new habit. But when you do and you get disciplined with yourself, you're gonna be so proud of yourself. I had a dream body in mind. I knew that I wanted it. I knew that I could get it. I knew that I deserved it. But I had to be open to learn. I had to change my mindset. I had to change my habits, learn about nutrition and fuel and what it was that my body needed to function. And that's when I started seeing my results. No nutrition, no results. No nutrition, no results. Say it with me. No nutrition, no results. For things to change, you have to change. And for things to get better, you have to get better. It's up to you. Your body is up to you. It is always my intention to inspire and motivate people to live a healthier, active lifestyle. It feels so damn good to feel this damn good, and I want you all to experience it. So if you liked it, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. If you write me a comment and say that you'd like to hear more videos on meal prep, I'd be more than happy to record some of the meals that I personally cook for myself on a weekly basis. If this video inspired one person to meal prep and incorporate it into their lifestyle, mission accomplished. Thank you guys so much for the support.